It was a big week last week for the head of the UN's Atomic Energy Agency, who wrapped up his tour of nations with concerns about the upcoming release of treated nuclear wastewater into the Pacific Ocean by Japan. He met with Foreign Affairs Minister Nanaia Mahuta in New Zealand, as well as Pacific Islands Forum Chair, Cook Islands Prime Minister Mark Brown. Leaders from across the Pacific region attended the briefing online. They had the chance to raise a number of concerns around the safety of the plan. Lydia Lewis has been covering the developments.
The key concerns raised by Pacific leaders who attended the meeting virtually with the UN Nuclear Agency head were around the safety of the water.
Was there any risk of damage to the environment, the ocean environment? And these were, I guess, the issues that the report and the scientific analysis needed to address. At the end of the day, is what is being proposed going to harm the ocean?
The IAEA Director General admits there is still an air of what if lingering around the upcoming release of 1.4 million tonnes of treated nuclear wastewater from the defunct Fukushima power plant. Rafael Grossi says he does not expect people not to worry, but he wants to assure the world the plan and safety standards are constantly being reviewed to ensure safety.
Let's forget for a minute about Japan or China or the islands. There are 450 nuclear reactors in the world. Nobody wants a problem.
He says there's perfect monitoring and clear parameters that are respected whenever dilution is used for nuclear waste.
This is the IAEA. Who could believe that the IAEA would agree, would condone, would be happy with a member state throwing radioactive water into the sea? This is completely unacceptable and goes against every conceivable norm. So, what is going to go into the sea is not radioactive water. It's not nuclear waste. Am I clear?
What is it?
It's water that has been treated.
Cook Islands TV News Director Tiana Hexton says there needs to be a wider understanding of what the situation is, particularly for the post-nuclear generation. Ms Hexton says people still have concerns.
Will this affect our marine environment? Because the ocean is literally our lifestyle here. We live off the ocean, we live off the land. Will that have any impact on us, or will it have any impact on our children or our grandchildren further down the line?
This fisherman in the Cook Islands is not convinced the plans by Japan are safe.
We rely on it, that's our income, is the tourists and the fishing. And for the old locals, they have relied on the fish for generations and generations to provide their families and build their homes.
Troy Henderson says he has a lot of questions given the Pacific Ocean is a vast and shared asset.
You don't want to go dumping something in the water and pollute all the fish, and then there'll be no fish left for us.
Mr Grossi says his scientists have concluded the plan is safe after 2 years of rigorous testing. On top of that, the agency is to have a permanent presence in Fukushima for the next 40 years to independently test the water to ensure the shared ocean is protected.
We care for the ocean as much as they do. We care for our Mother Earth as much as they do. And we do it with a profound sense of responsibility, because we do have an authority to do something about it.
An environmental organisation in Rarotonga, Te Ipukarea Society Director Alana Matamaru Smith says Japan should provide more justification for their actions. She says if it's been deemed safe, why not consider transporting the diluted waste to Japanese agricultural sites and use it for irrigation? All questions answered in a comprehensive press briefing. In short, Grossi said this is the only option. Now the Pacific Islands Forum Chair has received the report from the IAEA boss himself. It has been sent to the Secretariat for further dissemination.
Every country, every leader has their sovereign independence to take a view or take a position. And part of the Forum family understanding is we respect that. We respect their position on that.
He did not want to give many clues as to what will happen if the members cannot come to a consensus, but he did say the last thing the forum would want is to kick Japan off its dialogue partner seat. He also did not expect Japan to hold off on announcing a date or change its plans on account of the Pacific's collective voice. This is an ongoing issue, one that is expected to last more than 3 decades.